Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Salem. So great to hear everybody catching up together. Let's join our hearts, join our voices together. I invite you to stand as you're able. We'll sing, I Can See Clearly Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Join together and sing a chant about joy that Jeff has written. 1, 2, 3.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you awake? No. I heard that. We won't ask for a raise of hands, okay? Good. So good to be here today. Gorgeous Oregon day. Oh. So grateful we live in the Northwest. This is an opportunity to gather, to remember, and our theme today is opening. So I'm going to ask you to say this with me. Open. Let's try to do it together. One more time. Open. Do you remember there was a commercial years ago? What was it? I don't remember where it was. It was a big, people waiting to get into a, what? Mervyn's. Open. I loved it. I loved that thought that we could just do that and it would open. Now, I don't know if Mervyn's actually opened the door at that moment, but we're talking about opening our consciousness. We're talking about opening our lives. We're talking about energy. Now, I have a requirement today of all of you, and I'm asking for high energy. Okay? That didn't sound like high energy. So if I drive here from Portland every Sunday, I'm asking high energy. Okay? Yeah, all right, we got it. And now let's be quiet and pray. Oh, wiggle around in your chair and find that place that says, I can relax here. You might put your hand on your heart. Just remind yourselves you've made a journey here. You're here now, and all is well. We know that the truth, the one power, the one energy is alive and moving through us as us today. I am a co-creator of my life. Say that to yourself. I am a co-creator of my life. I get to make choices. I get to make decisions. I get to believe. I get to envision. I get to participate. And I am one with all that is. I am one. Say this to yourself. I am one with all that is. Truly, we are blessed. We are grateful to gather together today. And so it is. Amen. Amen. We're saying good morning to all of our friends watching. Hi. Well, thank you. Good morning. We're so glad you're watching us. Maybe you're in your pajamas, second cup of coffee, or you're watching tonight or later in the week. You're a part of this community. We value you, and you're important. And so it is.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Kay, your Sunday assistant today. Let's join together in affirming our intention statement. Unity of Salem is a spiritual community that celebrates and honors one spirit, one heart, many paths. And our reading today is based on the word be open. And today's affirmation is, I am open to the field of infinite possibilities. Shall we repeat that? I am open to the field of infinite possibilities. When your good shows up differently than you imagined, it is often a sign that it is from spirit rather than your ego. Spirit is unlimited and contains more than we could ever conceive. When we are open and receptive, We can see beyond form to the good in things and situations that don't conform to our limited expectations. One of the steps on the path to an abundant life is to open ourselves to our centers of intelligence. We've all heard the phrase, trust your gut, but how often do we truly listen? Not just to our gut, but also to our heart, to our head, and the greater wisdom of the universe. Manifesting an abundant life means engaging deeply in these different centers of intelligence, each offering unique guidance to help us navigate our journey. And this reading is from Unapologetic Manifestation by Ken Daigle.
The song we're going to share, called Let Me Remember, all of the words in the song come from the Course in Miracles. They all come from the lessons, which are messages that we meditate on. We have a Course in Miracles group that meets here Thursday afternoon, and I'll just share from my personal experience. It's one of my favorite parts of the week, to just gather with other people that I feel we're all just encouraging one another on our spiritual journey, and we're all looking to grow and understand more about the teachings of the Course, and how it shows up in our life and how it challenges us to walk our path. So let me remember. Into his presence would I enter now, for I am surrounded by the love of God. Let me be still
Course in Miracles. Yay. Love it. I'm sure many times how Course in Miracles started out as mimeograph sheets and ended up as being a worldwide circle of people who gather in groups and go to retreats and study Course in Miracles 50 plus years later. So very amazing, very amazing. I had the opportunity to see it in a mimeograph form. They didn't know what they were going to do with it. And so they sent it around to Unity churches, and they sent it around to the ARE and different groups, and they decided to turn it into books. And I had the opportunity to meet with many people who were in the very beginning and was a student for a long, long time. So yay, Course in Miracles. And if you haven't picked up Course in Miracles, it's a wonderful study. Daily work, year long. That opening, as I said, open, is the opportunity to have the last chapter in our book on Unapologetic Manifestation. I said it right. The last week, and I got it right. Yay. Unapologetic Manifestation to me has been a real study, and I have loved it. It has visualizations, it has meditations in it, it has vision boards in it, it has questions, it is chock full. There's still a couple books. If you didn't get it, it's great study, and it's a great gift to someone who's on the spiritual path in a new way. Ken Daigle is the Unity minister in Unity of San Francisco. He started off with Eric Butterworth in New York City, and he was a professional dancer on Broadway, very famous dancer, went on to write and direct on Broadway, ended up a Unity minister, and he has many, many stories in there about how his journey and how he ended up there. He also was president of Unity Worldwide Ministries for a while, and continued his ministry. So, yay, Ken. Great job. I love your book. So when we think about manifesting, it's a little different than praying to something outside of ourselves. It's a little different even than intention setting. To me, it's building energy. And that's what I talked to you about earlier. Let's build some energy today, because the energy creates the possibility of the co-creation of that which you desire. Look at me. Whoa, I got it. So think of that again. So the energy creates the possibility. So if you're low energy, if you're la-di-da-di-da about what you want, that's what you get. Have you ever gotten la-di-da and not what you wanted? That had been me. Came in many forms, many jobs, many different situations. Wasn't clear. I wasn't clear, and I wasn't open. Because we're half shut down most of the time. We're half shut down. We're in our head. Yeah? Yes? Anybody else? We're critical. We're upset. We're all different kinds of feelings, perceptions, and we're not available to the energy that's the possibility of that which we desire. And what we desire is the highest good. Would you agree? Many of us go up for the so-so. I'll go for 50%. Anyone willing? Yeah. I remember when I was first dating as a teenager, I'd go out with anyone that asked me. It was just, I wasn't going for the person I really liked. So that feeling of, I'm not enough to desire and co-create with the universe. I don't know if anyone has ever felt that way. I'm not enough. I'm not spiritual enough. I'm not, whatever word we would put in there, to be a co-creator with the universe. Whoa, that sounds important. It is important, and everyone sitting here and everyone on the planet has the ability to create the energy that creates, what was that word? Possibility. Say it with me. Possibility. I have the energy to create the possibility to co-create that which I desire. It doesn't fall from the sky. It isn't really about money. And it's not about prestige. It's I and the universe, God, creator, whatever you want to call it, Buddha nature, Christ nature. We all are connected. And it's only in our head that we're not. So we have a responsibility. I was telling a few people, I'm going to talk the truth today. Are you willing? Maybe, maybe not. We have a responsibility. We're not just here to look good. We're not here just to have a job, fill in a place. We have a responsibility because we know that we can create the energy that creates the possibility of that which we desire. Sometimes we're taking a nap. We're taking a nap. We just, it's too much. It's just too much. So today we're taking ownership. Today we're taking ownership of what is mine and yours and ours to do. And everyone watching also. So when we are open and we're ready to manifest, create the energy, the possibility, co-creating with the universe, the next thing we have to do is surrender. Do you like that word? Surrender? You mean I did all this work, I made the energy, I created the possibility, I envisioned, I held, I had intention, and then I have to let it go? You must be kidding. Surrender is the key to most successful things that happen in the world. You lay it down. You just lay it down. What? How could I? Well, isn't that a dichotomy? We hold it, we envision it, we feel it, we believe in it. It's right here, I can almost touch it, and then I lay it down. Because often the universe has something even better in store. Has that happened to you? Oh, yeah. That would be sitting right there. The universe has something even better. But I first have to create the energy to the possibility of being a co-creator. And then I have to hold it in my heart. I have to visualize it. I have to almost be it. And then I surrender. Doesn't it seem the opposite? And that is the spiritual walk. Now, we've all held on to things before, haven't we? Did they always manifest the way you wanted? They didn't for me. But that which was greater did come to me. It did come to me. And after surrender, we have to accept and be willing to see what the universe is going to bring. And most likely, it's right next to us. It's just this tiny story. Everybody knows, I think, that I care how things look. And in my home, I care how things look. And I like to rearrange things. My mother was a decorator, or at least she called herself one. And she helped her friends decorate their homes and do all these things. So recently we moved into our house 5 years ago, and I loved it, and it was all neutrals and whatever, and I wanted some color. I just wanted color. So I talked to Paul, and I started pulling things out, and I was watching videos, and we were going to Home Goods and all these things, and I was going to change this, and guess what? Almost everything I needed was in my closet. The right pillows I already had. I had bought a little marble stand at Target, like when we first moved in there, and I didn't use it, and I could not find it. It was in the back of a closet with a box in front of it. It was exactly what I needed. And then I had a pillow from the house we had moved out of. Now, I kept this darkish green pillow, and every time I'd give things away, I'd pull it out and I'd put it back. The exact thing that goes with the pillows that I already had it. And the truth is, we already have what we're looking for. We already have what we're looking for. That's the truth. I'll say it quietly. You already have it. Where do you have it? In your heart. Maybe it's also in your closet. I don't know. But you have it here, or you couldn't envision it. If it wasn't here, you couldn't envision it. Now, why do we dance around that? Why do we say, poor me? Why do we dance around that? One of my favorite statements most of my life has been, I can't. I can't. You can't expect me to do that. I can't. It's an underlying theme I grew up with, and I'm very good at it. I really am. I can't. I just can't. I can't give a talk. I can't be a minute. I can't. And I was actually the complete opposite of what I was trying to convince myself was true. You can. You are. You do. You're capable. The universe is trusting you with its energy, with its goodness, with everything you desire, even more than you can think. Now, I want you to begin to think about, what am I open to today? What am I open to today? You know, we can use small things. I was open to curly hair. Who knew? What are you open? I'm being silly, but what are you open to? Are you open to health? Are you open to financial freedom? Are you open to transportation? Are you open to new relationships? Are you open to friends? Or what are you open to? And what is this community open to? That's my question. Are we open to people filling the chairs? Are we open to 2 services? Are we open to a full parking lot? Are we open to that? Are we willing to build the energy of possibility of co-creating that with the Spirit? I am. But now there's a little resistance because we really like the way it used to be. Remember the used to phrase? We used to. We used to. You can't imagine how many times I heard that when I walked through this door, which is true of everywhere. We used to. That's great. And who are we today? And what is the possibility of co-creation at this moment? And are we willing to be open to it, to be co-creators and to think that way? I just have a couple tiny stories. They're, to me, examples. So when my daughter was little, My husband and I were starting, Larry Miller and I were starting the Unity of Beaverton. Very few people. We met in a bridge club. Now, sometimes the cleaner didn't come in and there were alcohol and the bridge card tables were still up and the charts of who was winning. It was quite a place, but we did it. Not a lot of income. My daughter that year, 9 years old, wanted a Cabbage Patch doll. Do you remember Cabbage Patch? I don't know if anyone remembers Cabbage Patch dolls. Now, I looked at that doll and went, huh? I wanted a Barbie when I was a girl. She wanted that Cabbage Patch doll. Now, she was going to get a limited amount of things for Christmas because that was kind of what I was thinking we had. And she wanted this certain Cabbage Patch doll. And that was the first one to go. Now, we saw an ad on TV for Toys R Us. And Toys R Us, this wasn't the Thanksgiving Day sale. It was a sale after that. And they were opening up at 7, and they had a list of all the things they were going to have. And it said Cabbage Patch dolls. She said, Mom, can we go? You must be kidding. We get these 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, I've never been a person who lines up to get a good sale. However, Stephanie Kay, I line up with her at Toys R Us. Almost 6:30 in the morning. There's already 50 people there. Doors won't open till 7, and there's a limited number of Cabbage Patch dolls because everyone wants them. 7 o'clock, doors open. We run, but there are kids really running, almost, We get to the Cabbage Patch dolls. There's very few left. She had a certain one she wanted. She got one. The lady next to her who had been standing next to us and talking, and Stephanie had been telling her, said, "Is this the one you wanted?" And it was her favorite one. Now, Stephanie had been holding that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And she got the doll she wanted. Now, that's such a simple example, and you've had that happen in your life. I know that. So how do we then expand on that? We go beyond Cabbage Patch dolls. We go beyond partners in life, and we realize we have a responsibility. This is my way of thinking. You don't have to agree with me. I feel we have a responsibility to unity. And we have a responsibility to share our message and not hide it. It heals people like you and me. It transforms people. But then we talk about, well, I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure. We didn't used to do it that way. We have to second guess why would we not have the energy for the possibility of being co-creators with the universe and be willing to change what was into something new? Would I be willing? That is a question, isn't it? It's a heartfelt question, and only you can answer that. And all the people that are watching and all the people who have been part of this ministry. So how do we partner together? Because we all think differently, and we all have our things we hold on to. And we stopped reading Daily Word. That was a big one. Deep breath. We have people coming that don't come back and say they're not looking for something churchy. They're not looking for this. They like the music, they like the message, and something that doesn't feel churchy. Okay. When I brought home the book, how do we change and thrive? The idea is we have to make extreme, that's the wrong word, bold changes. Autopsy of a deceased church. and 12 ways to keep yours alive. And one was to think boldly, to make drastic changes, to think outside of your building, not what's going on inside your building. So when we think like that, how do we see things differently? Now, co-creating means just that. That means that I'm willing to set aside maybe something that I think is the right one. We've done a lot of leadership training. The last one we did, we had 35 people here. We did some really good planning. We looked at how do we launch our ship. And we realized that most of the changes we've made are superficial. You realize that. So we have to move beyond superficial changes to thrive. So how do we launch the ship? Do we even want to launch a ship? Are we even on a ship? We're on the ship. We're at the dock. And you know that saying, boats look beautiful at the dock, but that's not what they're made for. If we're on a boat, we're meant to sail. We're not meant to be rooted at a platform. So I'm just asking you to start thinking about this. What would it mean, first of all, as a person individually, for you to think of yourself launching your boat? What's your dream? What is your ideal? What is the next thing you want to draw to yourself? And then think about the ministry, community. Now, it's much more challenging to move a large boat than a canoe. So if we're individually the canoes and we're on a steamship, it's a little harder. But it's possible, and it's so precious. So when we realize that in our hearts, we have all that we need. Say that to yourself. In my heart, I have all I need. We're going to start our meditation now, and I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and begin to open. Move beyond the ta-das, the things you usually say to yourself. Just close your eyes while we hear the music, and then we'll go into our meditation.
Feel the blessing as it pours through you. Feel the blessing, nothing more to do. Feel the blessing at the core of you. Nothing that you need, nothing that you need, nothing that you need to do. Nothing that you need, nothing that you need, nothing that you need to do. Feel the blessing. Feel the blessing. Feel the blessing. Oh, feel the blessing.
Become aware of that breath. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Focus on the heart. So much more than the physical heart. The heart of your being. I want you to put your feet on the floor if they're not already. Say to yourself, I am open. And listen for the answer. I am open to. I am open for. I am open. Letting go of the past. Letting go of that which was. Co-creator of a new possibility. I am. I am open. I am open. Say those words to yourself. To be a co-creator of the possibility of that which I desire. Spirit leads me. Divine energy opens doors. That which seems impossible is not only possible, it is inevitable. It is inevitable when I align with the greater good. For me and for all.
Feel the blessing as it pours through us. Feel the blessing. All we need is trust. Feel the blessing at the core of us. Nothing that we need. Nothing that we need. Nothing that we need to do. Nothing that we need. Nothing that we need. Nothing that we need to do. Feel the blessing. Feel the blessing. Feel the blessing. Feel the blessing.
We truly are grateful. Open doors, open hearts, open minds, open, open, open. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Oh, Good work. Good work. Good work. I invite you to open your hearts, your hands, and share your offerings, your gifts by holding them in your hands, and we're going to bless them together. We're going to do the ending of our service a little bit differently, so here we go. Divine love, flowing in, through, and as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. And that's the truth. They're going to pass the money and are the words going to be up?
A little bit. Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not enough, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only
Thank you. So we bless, yay. So we bless these gifts as the divine outpouring of the law of love. And I really believe that. I believe that as we give, there's the energy again. I am the energy that shares my abundance. I am blessed to get to give and share that which comes to me through my connection with the divine. And so it is. So, Kay's got announcements.
Okay, well, our very first event is tomorrow. It's the men's group, Los Compadres, at 4:30 here in the sanctuary. And next Sunday, we have a big Sunday coming up with a lot of things going on. Our Marion Polk food barrel is over there in the corner, and we are hoping to fill that by bringing food donations on Sunday or to the office during the week. And then also, after service next Sunday, we will be doing some cleaning out in our downstairs area to prepare it to rent. And going on, also after service from 12 to 1:30 here in the sanctuary will be a prayer workshop led by Reverend Georgie and Diane Moskal. So a lot of good things happening next Sunday. And then also we need one more person to water on Mondays, about 30 to 45 minutes to water around the sanctuary. If you're interested in doing that, please contact me or the office. And later in June, on June 20th, we will be hosting Jan Michael Looking Wolf in concert. And that day we'll also have interfaith readings and prayers. We wish to thank all of the volunteers for the work you do to support our community here. And lastly, please stay for coffee, snacks, and connections.
Thank you. I want to remind the prayer workshop is a training. That's for people who have already signed up to pray with people after service, online or through a note or something like that. So it isn't open to everyone. But if you would like to be part of the prayer group, see Diane and Georgie. I want to tell you a little bit about our concert and interfaith gathering. It's going to be a yahoo and a woohoo. So Jan Michael and Angela, we're going to have the stage with Native American incredible music, you know that, as well as at least 4 or 5 people from different faiths saying prayers and chants. We also are going to have an opportunity downstairs. That's part of why I'm calling it our lower level. We're going to have the opportunity for them to have tables with some information about their faith and answer any questions. We're going to have some treats. It's going to be an event. Now we're counting on you inviting your friends and family. It's free. Generous donations are accepted. We're also looking for sponsors. But we want this to be a community-wide event. This time in our world, it is so important that we partner with people of all faiths. Would you agree? Yes. And we are doing it. Thank you, thank you. I also want to make just a note about our abundance plan. We talked about that at our annual meeting. We have goals and dreams, and we will be sending out a letter also, but we are asking for $25,000 in a... Yes. I was going to say fund it there, but it didn't come out yet. Thank you, Kay. In a fund for a new minister. They're graduating in June. I'm leaving in November. Let's see what we can do. Are you willing? But we need to be more. And we have to have a financial backing before we bring anyone here. So part of that will be renting our downstairs to a yoga class, to a Tai Chi class, to a more 12-step programs. All of that will financially bring more money, as well as our modular. Would you bless the modular every day? I don't care what time of day it is. Bless that baby to move on and be rented. That is part of our financial flow, as well as more folks, and we are asking you to give above what you are already giving. We are not meeting all our needs, and that's the truth. So if it's $5, if it's $50, if it's $100, if it's more than that, everything small and large, nothing's ever too small or too large. That's what I believe. So we truly are in a process of launching the boat. And all of that is part of launching the boat, opening our doors, and Victoria's phrase, turning the corner. I'm going to take one more, not one, maybe 3 moments to ask if anyone came up with something you are willing to share that you are now open to, that maybe you weren't when you came in the door, or it got stronger. Would anyone? Oh, no one. This is amazing. Oh, Ed and then Kay. Well, Kay's first, then Ed. Oh, good.
Well, I wasn't going to come to the Jan Michael concert because I've seen him in concert twice, and it just sounds like such an exciting event, and all the interfaith and the tables and the opportunity. I'll be here.
Yay! She's open. Anyone? And we're going to follow Georgie. We're going to start the song first, and then we're going to follow, and those that are staying in the room are holding the energy. So we're going to walk. We got our rhythm.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Okay. You are co-creators of possibility. And this unity of Salem is hallowed ground. This unity of Salem is you and me, and those who went before us, and those who are yet to come. Let's please, please, please hold that energy and let go of what used to be. Honor it, bless it, and lay it down so it can rest and we can move on. And we can move on. We're going to say this prayer, and you might want to turn around. The light of God is in me. The love of God moves through me. The power of God transforms me. The presence of God is who I am. Go. God is, and all is well. Thank you, God. And that's the truth. I want to let you know that next month we're doing meditations and prayers from around the world. And we're going to be experiencing chanting and walking meditation, singing bowls, and all kinds of wonderful things. So we're looking forward to that. Please turn to the person next to you and say, "It wouldn't have been the same without you." Have a wonderful week. God bless you.